Yes, it's Kutski live on Twitch sessions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fun 2 hours lined up for you. 360 degrees of the harder styles of dance music.
It's DJ Kutski in the mix.
Yes, for all the crew locked into the chat, you liking that little capture card? Pretty cool. Now you can see what's going on the laptop as well as what's going on in the studio, as well as what's going on the decks. Like I said, moving on leaps and bounds, and I've still got more cool ideas of what I want to do to improve the stream. So for the first hour of the show, just going to be banging out some hard beats, some new tracks that have been sent through. Second hour, we're going to have a vinyl auction, something a little bit different. Track in the background now, a new one by myself, Kutski. Music Got to Me, this one out now on Foolish. It's on all download, streaming and probably piracy services by now. But hey, as long as you like the music, that's what matters to me. See the conversation for piracy going in the background now. Honestly, it is a thing, you know, if you want to support the music and you want to purchase it, if you want to stream it, I really appreciate that. That's great. But the reality of it is, for a release, I'll be lucky if it pays for a cup of coffee, even with legit sales these days, which is why I shift a lot of stuff direct, like, you know, kind of like merchandise direct. That helps support more, and you get some physical products as well. So I've got, actually, hang on, I've got some CDs that I'm flipping in my studio clear out.
Today is the eve of tomorrow.
3 album bundle here, there's only one of these. Hard Dance Awards 2012, Hardcore Underground, and Hard Dance Awards 2011.
We did survive.
All signed by myself. 10 CDs in total.
Okay.
3 albums. Post the link in the chat now. First come, first served on that. There's only one of them. Just running down some new promos that I haven't had a chance to listen to because I've been pretty hectic this week. Feeling this one in the background. I like it.
Okay.
Who remembers this one? Played this in front of 10,000 people in Ireland last week. Everybody singing along, quite a magical moment. Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, Nixie, for the bits. Feeling this. I'm feeling this.
I just don't care what you've done in your life. Baby, I'll always be here by your side. Don't leave me waiting too long. Please come by, and I'll fly with you. I'll fly with
New Danny BPM in the background. This is Shaman.
Hold tight, stick to your guns, 'cause we are the chosen ones. Life goes by.
This one in the background from the Israeli hardstyle duo Crystal Lake. This is The Chosen Ones. See a few people saying the stream's dropping out a little bit. Yeah, I can see it's dropping off here. I don't know if it's like bad internet connection. It's showing that I'm not got a strong connection to the Wi-Fi. I don't know why. Nothing changed. Well, I've got an idea. So we can take a risk here. The Wi-Fi antenna is stuck to the back of this desk with a magnet. If I knock it on the floor, sometimes it gets a stronger connection. Do we risk it live? Brand new Aviate track in the background. Do you really want to risk it? Let me know in the chat. Okay, the antenna's just lying on the floor now. For some reason, that seems to make it better. It fell off one stream, and it dipped for a little bit, and then it stayed as a stronger connection. So we'll see how we get on. Zed Going saying, don't do it live. That's part of the fun. When have you ever seen me do anything the professional way? You're lucky I'm stopping short of resetting the route. Seems to be stable again now. Fingers crossed.
Keep me alive.
Jim Bob in the chat saying about the magnet might be affecting it. You'd think so, but the actual magnet is on the antenna. I've just stuck it to some metal plates. So the magnet's technically followed the antenna. It's just not stuck to anything anymore. No, it's just lying on the floor in the middle of a pile of wires now, which you'd think would cause interference, but I've got 1 bar stronger connection, so whatever. I'm no computer scientist. If it's working, it's working. I'll just leave it. It's down the back anyway, so out of sight, out of mind. This one in the background now, super interested to hear. New track by Districts, new artist from America who I've been kind of tipping at the moment. I really like his stuff. I haven't heard this track before, but he sent it me through a couple of days ago, so I thought I'd whack it on the laptop, give it a test run tonight on the stream. This is On The Edge.
Then we took it to the floor. DJ in the club, spin the record back and forth.
if you're a regular listener of the Keeping the Rave Alive show, I'm going to get Districts in on the guest mix because his last 3 tracks that he's sent me have been absolutely belting, and I've not heard anybody else talk about him, so I think it's time somebody put some spotlight on this kid. I think you'll agree. Awesome track. This one in the background I got sent through from Adaro, new cheeky little re-edit that he's done of, who is it? It's that Gigi D'Agostino or something in my mind. I know the track anyway, I didn't know who it was by, but as soon as I heard it I was like, oh yeah, it's really cool. I really like Adaro stuff because some of those Raw guys stuff, it's like it's a little bit dark and a little bit harsh. So it's like, you know, it's nothing wrong with the music, what them guys are doing, but it's not really anything that I could play. But with the Daro stuff, there's always some element of it that really fits into my sets. So yeah, thank you, Adaro, for sending this over.
In my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is why we're waiting for. And in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is why we're waiting for.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool raw stuff going on at the moment. I love them like more minimal techie drops, you know, when the kick isn't so harsh, it's just kind of like more muted. Still hard and harsh. This one in the background's a new one from Dagos and Redone. This one entitled The Drums. It's out, forthcoming on Nightbreed, I believe. Big shout out to Arbruch. Did I get that right? Sorry, I just glanced at it quickly. Notice a subscription come in. Thank you very much for the support, my friends. It's Kutski in the mix. Full 360 degrees of the hardest styles of dance music in the first hour of the show and the second hour of the show. We're going to have a little vinyl auction. I've got some bundles of vinyl, so I'm going to play them to you and then post a link. And if you're a vinyl collector, maybe they'll take your fancy.
Let the carnage begin. Yes!
And speaking of raw style that fits in with what I do, it's another one. There's a lot of really cool stuff at the moment. It was like raw style used to just be kind of, in my opinion, my humble opinion, used to just be like horror movie samples, screeches, and really horrible kick drums. And when I say horrible, I just mean harsh. Whereas now there's a lot of cool techie stuff. There's a lot of ravey influences. There's a lot of groove, a lot of percussion. I mean, just listen to this one in the background. We all know how hard Ruler's stuff is and how brutal this guy can go. But then when I listen to this track, I know it's like I always say freestyle shouldn't be listed as a genre of music. But what people do call the freestyle sound, this track fits perfectly in with. Absolutely awesome stuff. Check it out. This is The Ruler with Yes.
Yes! Holy shit! Let the carnage begin. Yes! Holy shit!
This one in the background, another raw styler with flavour, groove from Regain. Shout out the Polish crew. I think he's from Wrocław. Played there a few times. Really nice city. Reminds me of Chester, the city that I'm from. He calls this one Brains Hit the Floor. Rough and tough beats.
Keeping the wave alive.
Kutski. Hit the floor. That's me fucking with the bombs in your... Brains hit the floor. Hit the floor. That's me fucking with the bombs in your... Hit the foundation.
Do you like my gangster glass, by the way? How cool is that? It's literally half a bottle of Grey Goose with the edges filed off, so you can drink out of it without cutting your lips. Although I'm drinking apple juice out of it, so it's kind of a bit fake, really, isn't it? It's still a cool glass.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can't wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever young, 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 young.
Fuck what you heard, bitch. Put your fucking toys down, 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 toys down. toys down, 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 down. This is not a playground.
It's been a good week for new music. This one in the background from the original Pussy Motherfuckers, Endymion.
Kutski beats stronger than a hurricane.
For any regular followers of the show, know where the Kutski Pussy Motherfucker came from, the Endymion crew. Big up legends in the game. Awesome new track entitled The Rhythm.
Kutski, you pussy motherfucker!
Do you believe in a God that brings you down? Do you believe in a God that wears the crown? Do you believe in a God that makes you bow? Do you believe in me? Do you believe in a God that brings you down?
Take me up, up, up and away. Fantasy turns to reality. Oh, got to take my hand and lead me to the disco land, so I can do all the things I've been longing to do. Oh, let me hear you sing now.
Okay, let's get some shouts on the go to everybody in the chat. Sorry, I've been a little bit slack tonight. Shout out Night Viper, Ni Nayan. Shout out to Satet68, Nixie79, DSRD, Bittersweet, Keith Galloway. Shout out to Blissy Peck. Shout out to Corsair, Jim Bob. Shout out to Ali Elliott. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Piotr. Hope I pronounced that right. I'm terrible with names, by the way, so never be offended if I get it wrong. Especially on this little screen. This one in the background now, a cheeky little, let's say cover, because the vocals are resung, Discoland.
Lead me, just to take good care of me. Now the music is happening. I want everyone to be free and easy. Got to take my hand and lead me to the disco land, so I can do all the things I've been longing to do. Oh, let me hear you sing now.
This track by myself, Kutski, Danny BPM and CC on the vocals. Of course, it's called Discoland. Just in the process now of trying to get this one cleared for official release. Man, I'm hoping that we can get this one to happen. I don't even want any money for it. Happy. I just want to get it out there. Just want to release it. One of my favourite tracks of all time. And this goes off in the clubs. I don't want to waste it. So yeah, fingers crossed.
We're gonna bang to the beat of the drum. Bang to the beat of the drum. Beat of the drum. Bang to the beat of the drum. Bang to the beat of the drum. Beat of the drum. Bang to the beat of the drum. Bang to the beat of the drum. Come on.
Okay, we're switching up gears now. Something that I've been talking about doing for a little while. Obviously, you can see all that wonderful, glorious vinyl in the background. That's the stuff that when I moved into this studio, I was like, I just have to keep this with me at all times. Can't bear to be apart from it. But there's probably twice that. Again, I don't know how much of it you can actually see there. It's kind of like 5 wide, 3 deep of 12-inch racks. And I've got twice that in the garage downstairs. And I'll be honest, most of them records, couldn't tell you if I own them or not. So what I've decided to do, to make a little bit of a content for the show, is to dig some of that vinyl out and play it on the show, see what it's like. And I need to kind of make a little bit more space as well. So I'm just going to chuck them all up on an eBay link each time. Bundles of 5 records, so anybody that's interested in them has the opportunity to pick them up. And of course, any of the money for that goes to all the fancy new equipment that you can see, like all these fancy 4K cameras that we've got now, the Switchbox, which somebody did donate, but you know, you get the idea. The fact that you can see the laptop screen now. So in the background now is a track which I can't tell you what it is because it's written on the other side of the label, sorry.
100% pure disco shit.
It's called Disco Shit, I remember that much, on Bulletproof Records. So the first mix that we're going to do for the first 30 minutes or so is going to be classic old school hard house. Second half is going to be hard trance and acid trance. 2 bundles will be going up. I'll post the link a couple of times throughout the mix, just so if you're interested you can follow that. If it's something you're interested in picking up to add some more hard house and later some hard trance to your record collection. Let's get into the mix.
Disco shit. Disco shit.
Oh man, too fucked up.
It's nice weed, huh?
Fuck yeah. I've never seen anything like this. I'm fucking wasted.
Right on. Disco shit. Disco shit. Disco shit, disco shit.
Crazy. I've spent so much money on records over the years, which is cool because I'd like to think that all of that led to me where I am to be today. But the kind of slightly more concerning side of it is, like, if you played me these records, I couldn't tell you I'd never heard this track before in my life. Just looking at the sticker, spent $6.99 on this. I mean, I guess I did listen to it at some point, or maybe I played it at home, maybe I played it out in the clubs, I don't know. But I don't know if you can see from the thing and listen to it. It's like not pop or crackle or anything on any of them. That's what I'm going to make sure as well, as when I'm playing them, you'll know if there's any scratches on them. And then, yeah, if there's a scratch on it, I'll include it in the bundle, but I'll replace it with something else as well, so you're just getting it as a free bonus. This one in the background now from Titchy Bitch, I believe was a London-based hard house producer, DJ, I think. Like back in like the early 2000s. I'm sure I remember playing a gig with her opposite Coco in Camden, like a small bar that Billy Bunter set up for me. And I remember having to climb up a ladder connected it into this little DJ box in the corner of a bar. Most bizarre thing. It's weird the things you remember, isn't it? And I just remember Titchy Bitch was on before me. I'm sure it was her. Okay, next up, RR Fierce and DM something that I can't tell because stabbed a hole in the middle of the record, didn't they? And it's the original mix on one side and the Knuckleheads remix on the other. I don't know which one's which, but I'm going to try and not play the Knuckleheads remix. Do you remember me telling you that he was the guy that released my first ever track? It was a collaboration with my friend and he wouldn't put my name on it because he said he didn't like the name Kutski. It was too ravey. Where are you now, Knuckleheads? Eh, son? Just saying. Who's too ravey now? And I never got paid for the track. One good thing that's come from doing these live stream sessions, I've got good at mixing vinyl again. I've never been the cleanest mixer, you know, it's always been a more hip-hop rugged style that I've had. But you know, I used to be pretty decent back in the day, and you know, because it's like people been using CDJs for like 10 years, bit of vinyl now and again. When it came to actually playing proper vinyl again, and you know, not using Serato and all you know, BPM counters and stuff on that, I was like, not the tightest, not the cleanest, and I was like, it doesn't really matter these days because it's only for a bit of fun. But since I've been doing these live streams, I kind of got back in the groove again now. Saying that, you watch me completely clang the next mix.
it will make you move, 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 it will
Next up, a track on Mohawk. Chris C and Dave Nation, Controlled Descent. Couldn't tell you how it goes. I mean, I'm going to guess it goes. It's hard house, but.
When I rock the spot, I get stronger.
think that last track that I played, that RR Fierce one, that's been the best track out of these so far, hasn't it? Kind of want to keep that one now, but no, I said it, it's for sale, it's going. Need to make some more room. I didn't know I owned it until 5 minutes ago. It's all good. And there's another one I didn't know, because I picked this one out and I was like, it's in with the hard house section, it's a white label, we'll see what it is on the stream. I just turned it over now and looked to see what it is. Damn it, I should have kept this.
You have not seen, but it has become.
It's all good. It's going in the bundle. link that I've just posted in there now, bit.ly/Kutski Wax 1, capital K, capital W. If you're feeling these tracks that you've heard for the last 30 minutes, you can get them in a bundle. Brings back some memories, this one, doesn't it? I don't remember this remix. Andy Farley remix, one-sided white label. Apparently I bought it from Passion Records on the internet for $6.99. And by the looks of it, played it all or twice. Shout out to Warlord for life, making everybody feel old in the chat, or making me feel old at least by saying too young to remember any of these. So I'm going to post the link in the chat one more time if you're interested in getting that bundle of 5 records that you've just heard. Chuck a bid in on there, and they could be yours. And if you want me to sign them or something, I know they're not my tracks, like, so it might be a bit weird if I sign them for you. But if you want me to, I can. It's all good.
Hey, this is Darren Styles, keeping the rave alive with Kutski.
Okay, we're going to move on to the second bundle now, which should be quite interesting, because I recognised when I went through a stage of buying these tracks, but I never really played them that much at home. I think I just wanted them in my arsenal in case I needed to play a hard trance set. And they were kind of like these early hard trance and acid records. Wasn't really my thing at the time, to be honest. So they don't hold that much nostalgia for me. I can't even really remember what they are. So yeah, we're going to spin them. 5 tunes that I picked from that little area of my record collection downstairs that I'm willing to part with. I say willing, I kind of need to clear some space. So I'll be going through, showing them all to the camera as and when I play them, so you can see what you're bidding on, but also I'm going to post the link now. Hang on. So you can have a little closer look there. I've just posted the link to Kutski Wax 2, our second bundle for the evening. Going in for some hard trance and acid flavours. And if you're not interested on bidding on these records, that's totally cool. To be honest, I'm just looking for content to fill the show up, because I don't want to be playing the same tracks every show. We're doing 2 shows a week, so I thought this would be a cool way if we do this, like, maybe once a week. Gives us some fresh new content, listen to some tunes together, have a discussion, see what we like, see what we don't like. I get to get rid of some records, make some space. You get to pick up some new music if you like it. Everyone's a winner. Kind of feeling this one in the background. Don't recognise it at all. It's on a label called Dynamics. I think this was one of those Alpha Magic labels, so it was like probably in-house produced. There's a lot of local DJs and on the local scene that went into them studios, worked with an engineer, came out with a track, banged it out on a label set up. It was a really streamlined business. It turned over a lot of money in the 90s, Alpha Magic. I think it burnt down in the end. And you'd expect, one, it was either an accident, or 2, you'd expect there to be something shifty going on. So a business burns down. I don't know if it's just where I grew up, but my mind always jumps to, what was going on with that insurance job or something. The rumour that was going around, I'm not going to spread rumours on the internet, but it wasn't any of them. It's a little bit more comical than that. But I shouldn't spread rumours on the internet, so. But it's pretty funny. No foul play. Let's just say that. And no one was hurt either as well, so that's why it can be funny. This one in the background from DJ Choki, C-H-O-C-I. I remember the name. I remember he used to play like acid trance, like acid techno. I don't know where he was from. But he was kind of like part of that Bristol scene. That was the sound where it was big. And my only interaction with this guy, he was playing after me at a gig at Tasty in London at the Mass in Brixton, and he didn't show up. And I remember it was one of the first times that I'd played down in London, so it's probably in the first 10 gigs that I ever played. And I'd never had a DJ after me not show up before. And I remember Billy Daniel Bunter, who ran the event, coming up to me and saying, like, you know, anyone that knows Billy Daniel Bunter, it's like one of the biggest characters in the scene. Cockney Whitebug coming up going, Kutski, what's happening, my son? Chocky ain't coming, his car's broken down or some bullshit. Can you play his set as well? And I'm there buzzing, thinking, you know, I'm on fire here, I'm really enjoying myself. And all the way through the set, I'm kind of wondering, do I get his money as well? Like, you know, because I've covered his set. Oh, naive Kutski, that's not how the scene and industry works. Although when you think about that kind of naivety, you know, when you look at things, it's like, well, I played his set, that money was kind of accounted for and I filled the time, so... But yeah, that basically isn't how it works. So yeah, that's my experience of DJ Chocky. No idea where he is, never met the guy, what he's up to these days, but as you can hear in the background, kind of that acid hard trance, something like that. I don't know how you'd categorise it. It's under the hard trance umbrella and it's under my hard trance bundle, so yeah, there we go. track you've just heard, DJ Chocky Spaced Out. That's Chocky's Pagan mix, apparently. Don't even know what a pagan is, to be honest. Isn't it something to do with witchcraft? Let me know in the chat. Does this sort of acid trance, acid techno stuff still around? Like that, what was it? Stay Up Forever, was it? Chris Liberator's label? Something like that. And they do a lot of stuff like that, don't they? Like, you know, acid techno, acid trance. The track you just heard, I saw a lot of people talking about this one. Rizzler, Uprising, that was the Matrix mix. Comes with a drum and bass mix on the other side, so I'm guessing this came from Bristol. It's like acid techno on one side, drum and bass on the other. There's one area back in the day and still today where acid, techno and drum and bass are big. It's Bristol. Just joined us here on the stream. We're laying down some beats from the archives. And when I say the archives, I mean my garage downstairs. Busting out some old classics. And then once we've played them, stick them on eBay, innit? You can have them if you want them. I've only got so much room for so much vinyl in my life, and it needs to follow me around, and it's very heavy and expensive to move. So if this appeals to you in the background now, we're on that kind of like acid trance vibe at the moment, maybe check out this vinyl bundle too. And the last fifth track in this particular vinyl bundle, my worst fears have come true. I listed something, listened to it, I was like, I don't know what this track is, but I really like it. Listen to that, it's got binary voice in the background. I'm gonna have to part with it though, it's all good. TYT Records. I don't remember this label at all. I think it was another Alpha Magic jobby. It sounds like they were definitely going for that German sound, that like, you know, Tunnel Records, EDM records from Germany back in the 90s. Some of the Bonsai stuff. Around that 160 BPM number. Love all that old hard trance stuff. So yeah, this one's in the bundle too. I know vinyl is probably only useful for collectors and DJs, so I have got CDs as well. Yeah. Let me have a look, find the best one that I've got. So this is the last of the physical released albums, 3 albums, all signed, 10 CDs in total, 3 mixed by me, Andy Whitby, Club Filler, Zatox, Steve Hill, Mark Smith, Lost Souls, Brisk, Fracas and Darwin, all on that, all signed. That's the last of them, so once they're gone, no more CD bundles of them. Just posted the link in the chat for there if you're more of a listener than a DJ, than an active participant in music, which is all good. And then I'm getting rid of the last of the mixtapes. So let me switch the camera around. If you've already bought a CD bundle off me, you've probably already got these, but for those who are newer to the stream or didn't get a chance to pick them up, a bunch of stickers, that one, that Uncool Old School mixtape, one of the favourite ones I've ever done, Street Education, another one that I was really proud of, Hard Dance one there, and then the Mystery CD, you're not actually getting that, you're just getting whatever stock I have left over, so it's a little bit cheaper, this bundle, and you'll get just a random CD chucked in instead, so it's all good. 15 quid for that bundle, and I'll post the link. Cheap and cheerful, you get an autograph as well, a signed autograph card, advertising my MySpace page. Let me know what you thought of that little vinyl hour auction, if it was fun, you know, even for people that are not participating, that aren't interested in picking up the vinyl, if you enjoyed that as a little feature that we could do more often. Let me know in the chat. just posted the link now for anybody who wants the CD bundle of mixtapes. That's in there. And the other thing that I was thinking, I didn't know whether it'd be good to do like this show. I did an hour of just upfront music up first, then the second half was kind of the vinyl auction. Would you rather have it all together? So we do like one show where it's like the vinyl auction and there's 4, so it's all vinyl, all show 2 hours, 30 minutes each bundle? Or would you rather have it broken up where you get a little bit in the beginning of upfront stuff? I kind of think it's better if we do the vinyl special, so it's like, so one night it'll be all upfront stuff and then later on in the week it'll be all the old school vinyl auctions. I think that maybe work a little bit better. I don't know, I'm chewing it over. Zed Goin, if you want the track list for that, I can show you now. But the easy way, if you go to the eBay auction on that, there's high-res pictures and like list of the track and the label and all of that stuff, so that'll probably be easier for you, but I can show you on camera now. It is Inspector, written by DJ Psy and Paddy Frazier. A lot of these tracks are kind of, this was back in 1996. So yeah, a lot of these tracks are going to be quite hard to find digitally, I think. I am like aware that when I let these go that I ain't going to get them back again, because they were quite obscure. So yeah, I mean, on one hand it's good, you know, when you get like anthems, it's good to pick up the anthems, but I need to keep them for when I am doing like, you know, stuff like this. It's good to have the big tunes, but these are more obscure, deeper cuts, so if you're into vinyl, maybe you'll find this fun. It's all good. Shout out Typewriter 5. You're going to see Paddy Frazier and DJ Psy on the 1st of September. Honestly, I've never heard of them before. I looked on the back of that record before. If they're still going, fair play to them, that's awesome. Are they like a big name? Is it, I don't mean to be ignorant like that. It's like, you know, obviously it's like I can't know everything about everybody, but yeah, I don't know those guys. Oh, so they're part of the Irish crew like X-Ray and stuff like that. Anyway, thanks for joining me on the stream as always. Jump over to the Discord after this if you want to party. I won't be here on Thursday, but I'll be back next Tuesday with more of the same. More hard beats, maybe we can think of some more vinyl auction stuff to do. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Yeah, keeping the rave alive. I'll be back on Friday as always, and I will catch you back on the show here next Tuesday, same time, same place. Until then, it's Kutski signing out. Thanks for joining me. Keep the rave alive.